get down to brass tacks, gentlemen.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's just cut the crap and get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
But let's get to brass tacks here.
Need to fucking practice, Randy!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Brass Tacks Podcast, episode 175. We are your hosts, Rick and Adam. My name is Rick.
Let's go, Brandon. Free Josh Allen. Let's go, Bills.
Who the fuck is Josh Allen?
He's a politician in Buffalo.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, nice. Quarterback of the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, okay. All right. And yes, that is Rabbi Red Eye. How you doing, sir?
Yes, that is my voice, and you can follow me on social medias at Rabbi Red Eye. Free Join Assange. Free Palestine. And free healthcare for everyone. So,
and Josh Allen.
And Josh Allen.
And the Bengals are probably going to win because Josh Allen likes to turn the ball over a lot.
Do they walk
Robbie,
like Egyptians?
I will fuck you up right now, dude.
Hey, man. Hey.
God.
Bengals went to the Super Bowl last year.
What are we doing?
They're hot. They're a bunch of hot boys, man.
Ooh. I'm about to drive down to North Carolina.
South Carolina?
South Carolina.
Well,
so.
whatever, same thing.
And it would be over for you, not down.
Yeah, it can't be over.
Mm.
It's weird that if it's just over, but over here it's tons of snow and cold.
Oh, you know, right. It's
And
well
over there
it's weird.
It's rainy.
It's been so weird recently. We've been getting like this weird like 2 days ago it felt like spring, like almost borderline summertime. It was like 70 degrees out. Then the next day it like drops and gets super windy, and then today it's like freezing and then just fucking raining, but it like nothing's freezing cuz it's too humid for that.
Right.
Just
whack
ass.
I usually get most of my snow like in April, like May, like March, April, May.
Well, you know we need it up there.
Yeah, we need it up there, but yeah, it usually get like 4 feet like storms or 3 feet storms.
Yeah.
In those areas, but I mean, this January has been nuts, slammed constantly.
Yeah, dude, that's what everyone's telling me. Even people like down on the Front Range and shit like that, just getting butt fucked with snow.
Yeah, the pussies in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Oh, but Subaru can't make it to the liquor store.
What do you mean you're driving a rear-wheel drive car? Fucking Colorado, you dummy.
Yeah, this is Babe Subaru. We can't make it to the liquor store. Yeah, give me a break.
Oh, dude, I got it. This is Bam Xterra.
Yeah. It's fucking corny, dude. Like all those people in like the suburbs of Denver. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, the snow happened because they're all those. It migrated, like it changed. Like it's like a lot of people from Texas and California now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. They are not used to it.
Yeah, it's just.
Corny, I mean, dude, we moved there from the East Coast. Like you were more used to snow and shit than like me and the boys from Myrtle were. But like even we acclimated really quickly. It was like, okay, just don't be a fucking asshole when you're driving, and you'll be okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's snow comes, snow goes, but
yeah, what are you gonna do, dude? It's come on, Bam. I gotta drive to Steamboat in the morning.
Yeah, he's going to Steamboat.
Yeah, dude. 3 feet of snow on 36.
Yeah, there's been. I mean, it sucks though. Every fucking storm, some idiot where I live goes into the creek.
Yeah,
At least
yeah,
one
yeah.
or two people drive into the creek. How is this happening all the time? Why are you driving into this creek?
Yeah, dude.
I don't get it.
That's like
Like
everyone
Teslas,
that
right?
that's like everyone that drives on 36. Like you're always like eventually you're gonna get into some kind of like life-threatening thing every time you get on 36. Like there was times where I drove back from Boulder a lot when I used to work out there. I'd have to drive from there to Westminster, and it's like a straight shot for the most part when you're on 36. And motherfuckers will sideswipe each other in the middle of a snowstorm and just keep on rolling, like not stop. They'll hit you. They'll fucking rear end you. People will just play bumper cars.
Well, yeah, they're not sure if their dad's like, auto insurance policy will cover it. So they got to drive away, dude.
I think with the people I was driving, I'd be more worried about them not having car insurance, to be honest.
Well,
In the
dude, you
areas I was
realize
living in.
also there's like I think Colorado is now the epicenter of car thefts
I could see that.
in the country.
Yeah, I
It
knew
was I think they had 22,000 vehicle thefts in 2022.
Yeah, I knew several people out there that made their living doing that.
Well,
Like,
it's wild. Colorado. Why is Colorado the epicenter?
it's just, I think it's just a lot of
It's in the middle of nowhere, dude.
but it's easy.
And now everyone's stealing car. You off.
Densely populated, very easy to hide shit. Like the guys that I knew and some of the girls I knew that did that shit, like you would never know. Like, and where they told me the chop shop was and stuff like that, I would have never guessed that either. Like it's just, I think it's easy when you have a big city environment like that. Even the suburbs are huge out there. So like you can kind of just blend in and hide, you know what I mean? And there's so many cars out there that look the same. It's just, I don't know. I think it's a numbers game. Like once you have so many open cases, you only have so many cops working those cases, and then you flood them. It's like
It's not going to do anything for a vehicle theft, but
that's
yeah,
what
it's
I'm
all
saying.
Kias.
It's like it's just easy
the
to
big
get
thing
away
is
with.
Kias. The big thing is Kias.
Yeah, I could see that.
They all get like there's something with Kias where you like basically can get into the vehicle
yeah,
with like a USB.
yeah. There's a way to take and you can do this with a couple of different cars, but basically there's certain apps you can run on a laptop or like other devices where you can
Kias
sort
are
of,
the big thing though.
Yeah, I know that. It's because there's a lot of exploits like this where you can kind of steal the radio or the frequency of the key fob from thin air, like as someone's using the key fob. Like there are people that'll sit in their cars with these devices and capture key fob signals and then replicate them and then write them to like a USB or write them to like a separate key fob that they have or something like that. Same thing is like when they steal credit cards, like when they scan cards just walking around a mall or something, they just write those numbers to a physical card if they want to, or they online shop with it. But same principle.
Could you steal people's information if there was thick air?
Probably not as easily.
Like, oh, I got a thick air.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a MacBook. You need a MacBook thick air.
Right. Yeah. It's like,
You know, Pog book. That's what you need.
Yeah.
ooh.
I like white books more better. I wonder what that guy's up to. Like I want daily updates on him. Like why do we go?
I don't know if I want daily updates.
I gotta know what he's up to, Adam. I want to know what he's eating. I want to know like his sleep schedule. That dude probably sleeps from like 4 a.m.
He's eating Pogs. That's all he eats.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair. But no, I bet you he's sleeping probably from like 3 to 5 in the morning, and then he's up the rest of the day. And that's like, it's he does not have a conventional routine.
No, maybe. I don't know. It's just he may be like an autist or something.
I think it's very clear that he's an autist.
I know.
He said, "I like white girls more better," in a group of people that he clearly didn't understand was making fun of him.
Yeah, a group that probably yeah.
They were not asking him in all seriousness like what his preferences were. They just heard him say Pog a couple of times and they really thought it was funny and they wanted to get it on camera.
Well, they thought he said pod, P-O-D.
Oh, that's true.
Listen to it carefully. So
I feel so alive.
I think they're the fucking losers, not him.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good
For
point.
the very first time.
And I think I can fly. How the fuck did POD become a thing? How did Christian rock and metal become a thing? That's just so weird to me.
Striper started it.
What is it?
Striper in the 80s. You probably never heard of them. They wore stripes, black and yellow stripes.
Oh, no, I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. It was like a hair metal, and it wasn't like bad musicianship for like it being 80s hair metal, typical thing. But they were like full on Christian. They like throw out those like tiny New Testament Bibles.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, and I think their famous song was "To Hell with the Devil." I think that was their famous song.
Is it just New Testament?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a tiny Bible.
Yeah. So it was, you like they're like size of the palm of your hand.
Well, but what do you mean? If it's just New Testament or not? It's not a Bible.
Right. Well, it's Christian. Yeah.
No, I mean Christian.
New
No, Christians had the Old Testament, New Testament Bible. That's a Bible.
True.
The Jews had the old thing, but
right, the Torah and right.
Yeah.
And the Talmud. I'm a big Talmud guy. Anything with fire and brimstone and unreasonable requests from humans and stuff like that. I love those religions where like the people have to self-flagellate.
Oh, that's Christian stuff.
Yeah, well, they're not the only ones. Like there are like Asian ideologies. There, like you can find it all over the world. Like it's just another type of like extremism. It's just so funny to me that like, people buy into that type of shit, and you can see how generic the framework of all major religion is, and how it's like replicated all over the planet, and how it's been traditionally used to just kind of keep dumb people subservient to the establishment.
Well, it's not just dumb, it's more fear. It's not just like...
Well, yeah, but you control people, you can control dumb people with fear a lot easier. It's harder to keep a smart, informed person fearful because you can contextualize fear once you understand the situation at hand.
But it's not even, you can control dumb people. You can control enough dumb people where they can control not dumb people because like Spanish Inquisition, someone could just say, "Hey, this dude's like a Jew," or like, "I think he's speaking
a heretic."
Out of his pocket or something.
Well, it's like now we have the scarlet letter R word and the scarlet letter, like you're a bigot, you're a racist, you're homophobic, you're any of these things. We're living through another version of that, and it's so weird that we just keep repeating that cycle. I mean,
a much better like version, because the Spanish would have just killed you in a torturous way.
I mean, just like do me a favor, I mean, this is torture in itself. I have to sit here with my room temperature coffee and hang out using modern day conveniences with two guys that I enjoy being around.
You started when you said enjoy being around, but
I was gonna say love. I had to downgrade it.
Yeah, but those guys were like, you couldn't say anything, you'd be just fucked up for like, it was like a pretty big stretch.
Yeah,
the Spanish Inquisition was a big stretch, and they just killed people for anything. I mean, the Jews are definitely, they had to go, but like, all the Christians
back then, it's like they were killing Christians like on it was like anyone could go, anyone could get it.
Yeah,
that's some crazy
also
shit.
Spain did weird shit during the 40s. 1940s, they were a fascist country.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They were the first.
It was James Franco, dog.
Yeah, they were the first.
It was me.
Hitler copied them.
Well, I mean,
and they never got into the war either. Spain never got into the war. It's so weird. Like, they were a fascist country. It's like, and they like lasted to the 50s.
It was in the middle of a siesta. We just couldn't be bothered with it.
Yeah, they're like, hold my beer. We're gonna be fucking fascists, and they didn't even get to.
We're gonna be fascists, but we are gonna have naps in the middle of the day.
And we're not gonna get into World War II.
That would interfere with you can't take naps in the middle of the day if you're in a war, Adam. You know that.
Oh.
That's the main thing that keeps Spain a viable country, is the fact that we still utilize siestas over there.
Well, modern war, you actually sleep more in the day because kind of own the night.
Hold on, hold on. I got to make sure that we're still on a comedy podcast.
Oh,
yeah, check to make sure that I can still make jokes and be facetious on a comedy program.
Go take a dirt nap.
All right, I think we are. Yeah, we're okay. All right, go ahead. Now you go.
What?
Now you go.
Oh, well, I see Fat Albert in my screen right now, but
Fat Albert. Oh yeah, that's the fire alarm kid.
oh,
Little fat man. This is something you shouldn't do. Let me pop this over so the folks at home can see. If
there's no one watching, so.
fat, then you probably shouldn't get involved in crimes like this. Let me mute the music. I don't know why every TikTok video has to have some fucking song attached to it.
Psyop.
But yeah, this very heavy set gentleman. And also I want to know how you get this size as a child. Like, I'm always really freaked out when I see fat kids because I don't understand like how they got the opportunity to be fat unless it was just a massive mismanaging on the parents' part. Like,
that's
just
all it is.
Yeah, because there's no reason anyone under the age of like 25 should be obese at all. Like, I feel like there's too much physical activity demanded of you in those
it's really
early
rare,
years.
but there are extreme thyroid conditions that babies and kids have.
Right.
It's so rare that it's
rare. But I know, it happens. Like, I have customers, like, there's kids that are like 3 years old and they're like huge.
Of course.
Like, they're tall too.
Of course, but like Adam was getting ready to touch on, statistically, that's a very small minority compared to how many fat kids you see in real life. Like,
you may have kids that, they have to take pills, whatever, but even that might be bullshit.
Right. They could be treating symptoms that could be easily treated with like a decent diet and physical activity instead of like just listening to the kid complain, go, oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, I don't like to eat this. So the mom's like, oh, well, here's pills to subside or to keep the symptoms at bay while you can still continue to be a fat piece of shit.
You should be treating one in like what, a couple thousand probably in a population.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, statistically, it doesn't make sense to see as many fat kids as we see.
No, it's just overeating and parents not caring.
Yeah, and like iPad and iPad and just like sloth-like behavior.
Yeah, but there was fat kids like this even when I was in school before all that stuff.
True.
Yeah, it was when they changed the recommended
pyramid?
Food pyramid.
That's also
like
when
up on carbs and sugar.
Yeah, and that's also when fucking Animorphs came out. So like, I saw several kids get fat hanging out, skipping recess, reading Animorphs behind the school.
Yeah.
Like I used to do.
Oh, okay.
I saw my friends get fat. No, for some reason I've had a lot of just like, I don't know, just kind of fucking sitting here activity throughout life, but I've always countered it with like heavy physical activity, I guess. So I think that's why I never got like super fat, but like, I don't know, I still feel like if I'm not careful, my day's coming. When you start getting into your 30s and stuff like that, your body's like, all right, dude, you need to chill the fuck out.
Especially if you like sandwiches.
Yeah.
I love some sandwiches.
This kid loves sandwiches. Watch what he does. He carries his weight well.
No.
When he walks.
Looks like the penguin. That's Black Penguin, dude.
It was just such
Black Penguin.
That's such a casual alarm pull.
I don't understand it.
Like, you're just doing it to be an ass. Like, I've done that before in high school and stuff like that. I've pulled the fire alarm a couple of times.
He was being obtuse.
Now you're being cute. He wasn't being obtuse. You can't see the angle.
Yeah, there's no sharp angles to that man at all. But dude, how like nonchalant, like there wasn't even like a scurry or anything after he hit it. He just stayed at the same pace.
How do you know there's a guy? That could be a girl too.
Well, because the description of the video, it says my friend's son got suspended for pulling the fire alarm. This is what the principal sent to her.
They asked the son?
Mm-hmm.
What do you identify as?
It doesn't matter. He's still a minor. He's under her roof. Her roof, her rules.
Ain't chiseling anything. He's not a minor.
Yes, he is.
There's no coal.
He's a lithium miner.
Some big tunnels.
Yeah.
Oh, this is uncomfortable too. I don't know. You guys ever? Obviously, you guys are aware that there's like a large soy boy like bushcraft community on YouTube and stuff, and also on Reddit. I think we've actually, Adam, you and I, like early in the Brass Tacks saga, we've spoken about like EDC guys, like guys who like post their everyday carry stuff on Reddit and shit. Yeah. It's super cringy. It's always like, this is my street tech tactical pen knife that I bought for like $480 like from a Bud K magazine. And then like some of them, some of them keep like just a straight up like metal coin on them for some reason. Like just gay shit you don't need in your pockets. Like it's shit that like a fucking kid would keep in your pockets. It's like a cartoon when a kid turns out their pockets and you just see like a yo-yo and candy and like a comb or something like that.
Well, the coins, I don't know. I haven't seen these videos, but if they're like a military person, there are challenge coins that you might want to carry like in your pockets, like in case there's but
those are understandable. Those I'm aware of, and I mean, to the people that are super into that, there is a purpose. I'm talking about people who saw that, think it's super cool, and never were in the service and just decided to start carrying around coins.
Well, you can't get those coins unless you're in, like, someone gives you a challenge coin.
Yeah, I know. So, these people are just buying random coins that are the same size and look like them and carrying them around.
Oh, you can't
because they
buy
like the
aesthetic.
aesthetic.
Gives it to you. That's the whole point.
Okay, yes, and I fucking know that. I'm telling you that these people are faking the funk and like buying coins that are similar in size. They're obviously not those coins. They don't look like them on the face. But they're metal, they're same size, they carry them with them and shit like that, along with their tactical notebooks and stuff so they can take field notes. It's the gayest community, but like, what?
It looks like lilacs behind him.
Yeah, I haven't popped the screen over yet, but like, this is one of those soy boy bushcraft guys, and he's got his wife with him in this video, and he's one of these guys who has to like project a lot, and I guess he starts going into like their sex life and stuff, and she's very like clearly uncomfortable with it.
Yes, Adam, your camera's tilted.
Oh,
it's a dog
Dutch
whistle.
camera angle going on.
It's a dog whistle to people with scoliosis.
Dog whistle to scoliosis.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what that is?
Crooked angle, crooked spine. I'm drawing some congruencies here, dude.
That's me.
You don't have a bad spine.
Well, my mom does, which means I might have one.
Ask me why Robbie's mom has a bad spine. She likes to drive around Lumberton, and she likes to pick up. Oh my fucking
are you talking?
god!
Okay, you talk then.
Well, I mean, I'm only the host of the show, Robbie.
I mean, you did interrupt me. Told you the answer, but whatever.
I think we just kind of started talking at the same time.
Yeah,
it happens.
This guy looks like a Chechen rebel.
He does, yes, yeah. That's the first fucking thing I thought, because of like the beard being red and stuff like that, and his facial structure. It's exactly like that, like an ethnic Chechen man.
Guy. Yeah, you're still a white guy, but you have a red
Muslim.
beard.
Yeah, he's Muslim.
Well, they prescribe to Islam. Yeah,
and then also
not Arab.
This guy's got a backpack with a pressure cooker in it, full of fucking nails and bolts and shit. He's looking for the nearest marathon.
His younger brother ends up in Colorado. He's in Colorado, by the way.
He ends up getting shot hiding in a boat.
No, well, he's still alive, and he's in Colorado. In the only Supermax prison in the United States.
Yes.
Look it up.
Adam writes him.
Yeah, I do.
Gets tips. What kind of pressure cooker was that, by the way?
Clearly, he was innocent. So.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be more of a climax to this day. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, no.
Are you warm and dry?
Yes.
She's dry now.
It's like the last time we did this big survival one, that was the goal, was to make a nice shelter and hang out together. It's like, we don't have any parental obligations.
Wow. Anyway.
You catching my drift?
I am
kid?
Like already it's just like, and also just judging by the looks too. It's like she's probably putting up with a lot more than she should have to, given the fact that she looks as though she could probably just drop this guy and get someone with more going on in his life.
Well,
She
the
likes
size.
bush.
He likes his
Jesus.
beard.
Yeah, she likes bush. They're all surrounded by it.
Glycerin.
I wonder if she has a bush.
I hope so, but that guy's beard is way too big.
It's terrible. No one wants to fuck that guy. And also no one wants to
No.
fuck anyone in something that looks like that. And there's like clearly bugs and mosquitoes flying around. Like you can see it over here with the light. Like what woman wants to get naked, sweaty, and sticky with this guy in a climate controlled environment, let alone some lean-to that looks like it was built in somebody's fucking side yard.
Yeah, it's hard to see how the lean-to construction is because it's nighttime.
Right.
But
it just
it doesn't look good.
It doesn't look like it would be fun to fuck in. That's for sure.
Well,
This guy's over here trying to get fucking bug bites on his balls and shit. Like, I just, that doesn't look cool.
yeah,
Full
a
leg.
Ferris wheel wouldn't be fun to fuck that guy with.
No.
Protect me from the bugs, and I don't intend in
Glass bottom,
getting any of those off.
Ferris
But
wheel.
if you are a little spoon and I'm big spoon,
Oh my God, he's still trying, dude. That's the only way for a guy like this to get it into, by the way, is like he has to kind of creep in being Big Spoon.
Protect
He's a
me from the
redhead,
bugs,
though.
and I don't intend
Yeah.
in
Well, redheads have nothing, dude. Give him a
any of those
break.
off.
but if you are a little spoon and I'm big spoon,
Big spoon to him is a tablespoon.
Dude, her face. When he said that,
What?
let me run it back a second.
Wow. Anyway,
you catching my drift?
I am in multiple layers to protect me from the bugs, and I don't intend in getting any of those off.
But if you are a little spoon and I'm big spoon,
That, look at that face. That's a woman
Look
who,
at that nose.
that's a woman who does not want to fuck this guy at all, like even under the best of circumstances. Like when you see stuff like this, when you see couple interactions like this, your days are fucking numbered.
Look at the side profile of that dude. His nose looks like an Egyptian nose or something.
Yeah, he's got a schnoz on him. His schnoz matches the angle of his beard too. It's almost like if he kept growing the beard, it'll touch the tip of his nose eventually.
Yeah, I don't know.
His beard looks like an elf's shoe.
Seems suspicious. But
you want to be the big spoon?
Let's keep this PG, eh?
I'm doing my best.
How would
oh, they're
she?
Canadians.
Of course they are, dude. But like, how would it work with her being Big Spoon? Would he just like bend his dick between his legs and like under his butt cheeks?
I don't know, dude. They're fucking Canadian. Who gives a shit?
Well, Canadians could be having weird sex that we don't know about, like just
They're
weird.
having weird sex
Yeah,
for sure.
$50, drop a load. Or wait, no, it's 50 bones, right?
50 bones drop a load.
Yeah, that's
or
right.
60 bones. I can't
60
remember.
bones. I mean, that's still a bargain.
Well, I don't know. That was like a long time ago. At this point.
But in all reality, you'd go in that hotel room, there would just be like 3 big ass dudes that would just fucking beat the shit out of you and take your money and drop you in the parking lot.
No, I don't know. Canada had weird
They're
shit.
nice people. They
They're
don't have
not.
any bad guys in Canada.
That's
That's
not true.
true.
They're not nice people.
They're all nice people, especially the prime minister. He's the nicest of them
Yeah,
all.
yeah. I like how inclusive he is with his
Blackface.
costumes and stuff. Like in Halloween, he's very progressive and he likes to showcase a lot of different cultures, manner of dress.
He is the son of Fidel Castro.
That's true.
So-
That's true.
Well, Fidel Castro is way cooler.
Well, then
You
him,
would be
yeah.
a Fidel guy.
Way cooler. Fidel was the man, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if Fidel was the man, but he was cooler than Justin Trudeau.
Yeah,
He
definitely.
survived 60 assassination attempts from the U.S. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty hard ass when he can do that.
Or embarrassing.
Well, I mean, for him, it's hard ass. I'm American
man.
and I think it's hard ass.
The CIA managed to kill Kennedy, but couldn't
Right.
figure out how to kill Castro, this fucking idiot that smokes cigars and
In all
sits on an island.
Yeah,
90
but I
miles
mean,
away.
dude, all right. In the defense of Castro, I think it's a lot easier to kill some retarded Boston guy than it is a political refuge or like a political like warrior who's constantly like fighting for the ideals of their own country and shit like that, while also being like ruthless dictating assholes and stuff.
it's easier to kill the president of the most powerful country in the world.
Yeah, because it's the most powerful country in the world killing the president. The president means nothing in America.
Yeah, it's deep state, dog.
Yeah, it does.
The deep state.
That tells you right there, if the president of the United States can be assassinated on television and no one ever really truly go down for it, and all these funky, murky details emerge over decades and decades in the future, shit like that. Yeah, I'm sorry, but the president's not running the planet. The president's not running the country, the planet, anything like that. It's a college of corporations with entities behind them, and that's about it. Like, not really.
The president's there for a temporary amount of time. 4 to 8 years, and that's it.
That alone tells you that like they really don't have any power. They're a mascot for a country.
Yeah, the CIA is not going to give them the real information.
It's why in Congress they pair you with lobbyists and stuff like that. That's a huge conflict of interest. Like that right there is another massive issue with our fucking country. Is like you're just, as soon as you're elected to any seat at all in government, like there's lobbyists that have been working with everyone in your position for generations before you. Like they know the game. They know what they're, and if you don't play ball, like that's it, you're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you gotta get money out of politics.
Man, I'm trying to get money out the mud, you know, like Kevin Gates. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to flip them pigeons.
Jake Huber.
Trying to
Adam, fix your Dutch camera angle.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
All right.
Adam's camera looks like it's being anesthetized, but it's trying to fight the medicine. Just keeps...
Oh, it's in Sweden. My camera's in Sweden.
Unsweetened? What?
No, it's in Sweden.
Oh. It was sweetened, then it was unsweetened.
Shut
Right.
up. Fix your fucking
So
camera.
it's not non-sweet, it's unsweet, you know? It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like it was once sweet.
Right. It was de-sweeted.
Yeah.
I just feel like it was a long day and we should unwind.
Wow. Okay.
You're not catching my drift?
Nope. Fully catching your drift and just moving on.
Canadian.
Okay, well, we'll keep it PG and we'll leave it to your imaginations, and we won't kiss and tell. We won't.
Why would you upload this? Why would you upload this? He edited this video and still uploaded this part.
Yeah, that's a great question, because you shouldn't put this part on there.
No, it's not even like it's relatable in the wrong ways to the wrong people. Anyone seeing this and being like, oh man, this guy, I get it, you know?
Yeah, it's cringy.
This isn't cool, man. Like furthering our opinion, the validity of our opinion on these bushcraft EDC guys.
Nope. None of that.
Don't kiss and tell. We won't let anybody know what happened tonight. Keep it between you and me.
Right. And the mosquitoes.
As it should. And the mosquitoes and whatever animals are lurking in the forest.
No, there are none.
There's coyotes.
No.
And
don't even say that.
That's all you want is like some fucking rogue coyotes coming through while you're banging some broad that doesn't want to be under you, and like she starts her period or something and just attracts a bunch of ravenous animals.
Coyotes? I don't know.
Coyotes smelling copper in the air, and they're like, oh yeah, it's time.
Bears. Gotta worry about bears.
I don't think he has to worry about the LGBT community out there in the woods.
There might be.
There's bears. There's bears. There's leather daddies. There's size queens and fucking power bottoms. Everybody.
Yeah, I could see some leather daddies walking through the forest up there.
Yeah, looking for bears.
Right, dude.
Grr.
Yeah. Steep sea.
The word leather daddy is like on its own is really funny.
What does it imply? Like he's also older?
Yeah,
well?
like a bearish build is what I'm guessing. Like a guy who's like gruff, hairy, wearing like I don't know, like Judas Priest type garb. That type of stuff. Like that's what I imagine. Wearing like a police hat, like the fucking village people dude. Like kind of like that too, like an authoritative figure.
M-A-G-A.
Oh.
M-A-G-A.
Say that.
There could be all kinds of different
stupid.
animals out here.
Yep, but actually
This bitch is even wearing gloves.
Like there's a little bit of light left.
I know there's a little bit.
I think you're just scared and you just want to sleep because you think that'll make this adventure end a little faster. Am I right?
You're not really right about the scared part. I'm not really scared. Like, I've been out in the woods enough to know that the animals generally stay away.
This shelter is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Isn't it?
I'm not complaining.
Like, this bed is comfortable.
Yep.
Comfortable.
It really is. Like, I'm impressed. I don't know what you guys can see here. Maybe you can't see very much. You see all the way through the back. And thinking about it now, we should probably have probably have sealed the backs off.
Yeah,
Mosquitoes.
I was just gonna say that.
So I'm with you on that one,
It's
guys.
retarded.
And then the roof looks pretty good. You can't actually see through it. So here, maybe you can operate the flash.
Like, I couldn't imagine being a grown-ass person going out and, like, by the time I'm done and ready to settle down, that's what my accommodations are. I feel like given a day, I could build something much, well, actually, I have built much better accommodations than that in the fucking wilderness. Like, that to me is terrible. That's 2 adults working on that.
I don't know. You just don't do that stuff at that age.
Again, yeah, and that's another good point is like I get it if you're into this type of shit, you're trying to teach people survival and stuff like that. Teach them survival, that's cool. Maybe cut out the part where your wife's not wanting your dick in her.
It's kind of sad.
It's really sad.
He did such a shitty job. That's really the reason why.
Well, that's what
didn't really tell him.
That's what I'm saying is like this is striking her on a very primal way. Like women do not get hit like this, or human beings do not get hit like this on a regular basis, because this is some like down to your like genetic core, like caveman shit. Like a bitch is watching this ginger fuck like not be able to put this lean-to together, and then he's trying to like beg sex out of her and stuff like this, and she's like, man, my feet are not even covered in this fucking thing. And there's mosquitoes everywhere.
Right. She would have been should have been all on them.
I have seen guys make fucking fortresses in like 12 hours time with like a Spetsnaz shovel, and have like a nice little furnace going in there, like a nice little dugout, and like they ventilate it and shit like that, and they like make a dirt ledge for like a pallet to be on top of, like so that they're at least off the ground. There's like very simple things that you can do, especially with this landscape, all these trees and shit like that. Like there's so much you can do to make to make this fun. This doesn't look fun. You could take an outdoor camping with no equipment type of thing and make it fun if you know what you're doing. This just looks like he threw something together because he wanted to fuck his wife outside.
I'd say a Spetsnaz shovel?
Like one of those little metal wooden, you know, the ones they use like weapons? It's got like the sharp edge on the side and shit.
Yeah, that's like every, GI shovel, but why say Spetsnaz?
Oh, I saw a video a long time ago. It was one of these guys, like one of these bushcraft guys, and they were using like a specific like wood-handled shovel, and they kept calling it a Spetsnaz shovel, so now I call it a Spetsnaz shovel because it was a guy that looked like just like him, like cum skin, no muscles, like that kind of shit.
Oh, you might be part of the infiltration, dude. Spetsnaz?
I just think it's hilarious. Well, it's funny. It's like the guys that carry around the coins, like they have to call it something that sounds really like tough and tactical.
Well, Spetsnaz is the special forces of Russia.
Yeah, I know. God damn it, dude. Do you just assume everyone's fucking retarded?
I mean, no.
That's a weird fact to throw out.
Not really, but
she's just informing the 2 people watching our show.
Yeah, you've tried to make that joke a couple of times. It's like not the right number either.
Well, the playoffs are on, and
right on.
Well, I'm one of them watching the show, so
tight.
That doesn't count.
Super cool, Robbie.
Oh,
you're a really cool
so
guy.
2 others.
What a tight thing to have to say on a live show.
Well, I mean, it's on a Sunday at random time. It's
yeah, who cares? It's just, the show's going literally nowhere, so it doesn't matter.
That's pretty good.
So they bang or what?
We've gone over this.
Dude, no one's banging that guy.
We're impressive.
They've been married for 5 years and never had
impressed
sex.
by ourselves.
I don't know if people can see very much with this. It's just like kind of not really.
Do you want to just take the flashlight?
All right, guys. It's pretty much. Ow,
flashlight.
that hurts. But pretty much fully dark now. So anyway, it's not super compelling to film
You
things
can
in the dark.
hear
So
the
I'm gonna say
fucking
good night,
mosquitoes in there.
and I'll let you know how we survive tomorrow morning. So stick
Tomorrow.
around. Courtney, you want to say something?
Good night, everybody.
Can people see you
In
even?
the morning. I don't know. I don't want to move though.
Okay.
Whoa, she's got
All
a
right.
beard.
Good night.
She's got a beard too. That's crazy.
It did look like a beard.
That looks so uncomfortable. I couldn't imagine having long hair and squishing it up against my face like that.
God, he needs to trim that shit. Look at that.
It looks
Yeah, it's a
fucking
bad beard.
horrible.
It looks like a worn out fucking broom. That's what it looks like.
Well, this is one of those guys. This is one of those guys that has to grow a beard so that you don't see his fucking weak chin and lack of jaw structure and stuff.
Yeah, he's got a receded chin.
Hey, see you guys tomorrow.
He wakes up and his like wife's not there. You just see like a fresh mound of dirt next to the fortress there. Like, yeah, wife booked it home early. She got to get to Tim Hortons. Drags her out by her hair.
I think I ate a bug again.
He ate his own cum.
Well, good morning.
It's a cum
I
taster.
think the sun's coming up. That was an experience. Still sleeping. Cody slept with her gloves on. She at least was smart enough to bring a hoodie, because that's deadly, man. My eyes feel all puffy. I swear, bugs were biting my face all freaking night.
What a sick hobby. What the fuck? Like, none of this has sounded cool. This is an hour-long video too, by the way.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Canada, in Canada, there's tons of mosquitoes and stuff, and it's not in the wintertime, so yeah, you're gonna get tons of mosquitoes.
There's one guy I fucking love from Canada that does this stuff. His name's Steve Wallace. He does the opposite of this. Like, he'll just go to some like suburb in Canada and he'll go to like Walmart or something, and he'll
Steve Wallace.
Yeah, he'll just buy like the cheapest shit ever and go find a bush, and he'll be like, all right, I'm going to do some stealth camping by a police department. And he'll just sling a hammock up between two trees and just start drinking beers. And then he like the video progresses and you just see him drinking beers, eating food, and then like it'll be nighttime and he's like, all right, guess I'm going to sleep now. Like, it's just so nonchalant. Like, he doesn't tell you anything about survival or anything. He's like, we're going to go grab a bag of chips and get the hammock up.
Well, as of this summer, his wife died.
Yeah, that was sad, man. That was a sad video. When he started camping again, though. He's been
he's back at it, but like he's with Crazy Neighbor or whatever.
Yeah,
and they do like camping stuff. But yeah, he had some crazy shit happen to him in 2022.
And he seems like such a nice guy too. Like, just a genuine dude. Just likes camping.
I mean, who knows? Who knows,
you know?
right? I mean, maybe he seemed nice on camera.
Well, of course. I'm not saying he
Who knows what was
definitively
going on
is. He could have killed his wife, you know.
I don't know about that.
Like Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, all he said is she just didn't wake up the next morning.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, they're not old. He's not an old guy.
But you don't know what kind of pills they're on.
In Canada, they're not on pills. They're on fucking maple syrup, dude.
Nah, dude. They all just have diabetes. But no, they have like euthanasia and stuff over there. Like euthanasia is a leading cause of death in Canada right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's the vaccine.
It's no. They just legalized. No, they legalized doctor-assisted suicide.
Oh, I gotcha.
And so like, there's been a ton of people utilizing that.
Mm-hmm.
We're forced to utilize it.
That too. Yes.
Well,
thancfully it didn't rain.
It's your healthcare.
So there's that. And surprisingly,
get some of that down here.
It's pretty comfy, even if it's a little tight.
Population control.
Not very
They
roomy.
need to start in Charleston.
You awake?
I want to get up though.
Yeah, well, I think it's about time we get out of here.
What if she climbed out of the fort and like her jacket and everything, she was just covered in goo?
By him?
Yeah. I had a friend that happened to. Like, this is a horrifying story, but like, she basically was hanging out with this dude. It was like the first time they had ever really like hung out and stuff. And so she was like feeling him, but not like wanting to like bang him right away. So anyway, they like both got hammered. They were at her place. They pass out in bed, and like she woke up to him like finishing on her back while she was asleep.
Wow.
Like he had jacked off on her back. Yeah, dude. Like
That's pretty dark.
yeah, like some of the creepiest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, cause she was saying that like afterwards, when she confronted him, obviously she's immediately pissed off and like fucking mortified. Like, what the fuck is this? And he said something to the effect of like, I hung out with you all day and like didn't get anything. I had to like get myself off or something. It's like something really fucked up like that. But yeah, that was like back when I was still in college. Like I can't remember what exactly happened after that. I think I'm pretty sure she took some legal action against him, or at least I hope she does. I hope I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, what a weird, I could imagine that just like being came upon for no reason.
It's definitely weird, but what if a chick comes on you when you're sleeping?
It doesn't count. Girls can't sexually assault men.
And there's no such thing as a woman coming.
Also, as a man, you're not allowed to be the victim of anything. Like,
just pee. That's all it is. It's just them peeing.
Well, squirting is definitely pee, but yeah.
Hard facts from men who get a lot of ass.
No, it's definitely fake, but it's not fake. It's just piss.
We prefer the ass. It's a little grittier.
We survived.
Like that dirty butt girl.
Swamp survival.
Ugh.
You coming out?
I'm curious how many other husbands survive with their wives. Anyone else get to do this on a semi-regular basis?
Can't even see your face.
It's because I'm well protected against the enemy. Not you, silly.
Anyway, that's just too much. I'm done with them. I'm done watching their horrible
She
relationship.
had to clarify right there. Not
Yeah.
you, silly. Because he's already creeping.
Yeah.
Redheads are creeps, dude. Redhead guys, they can't get laid.
That's not true.
Oh, okay, you're right.
That's not true. I'd say a lot of them.
are
It's all facial structure still. Like, cause I've seen you like obviously you see attractive redheaded chicks and stuff like that. So like I think it's the same thing. It's all for me personally. It's like facial structure and stuff like that is a big thing. I can excuse a lot of things if someone's like put together well, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like redheads are almost extinct because of this. But how many real redheads do you run into?
I have a ton in my family.
I see a lot of, they're around.
Yeah, I have like a lot. Yeah.
redheads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot? Yeah, I have a lot in my family.
About as many as fat kids I see.
That's a lot. That's like unprecedented.
Yeah.
Statistically, that's not possible.
I'll tell you right now, the one thing that I've seen in my past that like I've never seen but this one time was an albino Asian kid. It was
that's really rare.
Well, it was like
one of those.
It was alarming because it's like at first you think it's makeup and contacts and like it because it comes across as very hot topic when you see it. You know, this guy had like red eyes and white skin, white hair, like no eyebrows pretty much. It was really crazy. But
he looks sort of like me. Yeah.
No, it was just very like it caught me off guard because like they come in looking and dressed like a vampire because they can't be out in the sun. And it's like the middle of the day. They come into this, like I was working at Ride Makers at the time. It's like a little store that you go into and you can like build remote control cars with your kids and stuff like that. Super easy job to do when you're baked. And so like this guy comes in with his like girlfriend or whatever, and they're making a car together. And he like comes in dressed like Blade with like these dark ass fucking sunglasses on. And yeah, and he once he got inside, he took it all off and he was dressed like a normal like beach guy. Like he was dressed like a fucking like beach stoner or something. But he had to wear.
He black?
No, he's an Asian guy. He was just an albino Asian guy. And so like he takes his sunglasses off and he's like got fucking red eyes. It was like it was very crazy. But he was like super cool.
He's an anime character.
It kind of looked like that. It looked like a vampire straight up, dude. When he walked in, especially with like the cloak and everything, I was like, oh my God. I thought he was.
Do you think he gets government support because he's?
I hope so.
Like a weirdo.
I hope so. You got like you can't be out in the sun and shit. You can't be out like you can't be driving and stuff. Like it's just that's got to be such a pain in the ass.
They want to cut that funding. I'll support that kid.
Lights fuck your eyes up everywhere you go. Like that just sucks dick. I couldn't imagine that. Like that's like people like there's what's that shit called where like light burns your skin or whatever. Like I don't know how much I believe it in terms of like people equate light with burning sensation is basically what it is. Like to me, I think it sounds more like a psychological issue.
Vampirism.
Than a physical one. But like there's people who are like also averse to they have an aversion to like any electronic product because they think like the sound and waves that it emits or receives or whatever is like giving them migraines and shit. You've heard of those people, right?
Schizophrenia, yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously, but like there's a specific diagnosis for people who just blame certain things on electronic appliances and things like that. It's, I forget what it's called, but I've seen a documentary about it where they followed this older lady around and like, I don't know, man. It's like, it just seems too much like these people play it up. Like they get close to a cell tower or something or like, or they'll be like, oh, like they'll start like grabbing their head and being like, oh, are we close to like a cell tower or something like that? Like my head's hurting me. And it's like, yeah, you're in a place with a highway and buildings around. Like there's a cell tower somewhere. It's like John Edward shit. You know,
a cell tower or someone who identifies as a cell tower.
Yeah, an incel tower.
Ooh.
It's just not emitting or receiving any radio waves at all, any cell signals. And then it shoots up a school.
That's not getting any?
Yeah. It's an incel tower.
That's a sad tower.
And then it goes and shoots up a Sprint or something like that.
It's no tower of power.
I found a Christian cha-cha slide. You guys want to see it? It's pretty hot.
Was it POD?
Oh. Are they payable on delivery?
Hey y'all, this right here is the Bible slide featuring the Freedom Band. And
you know how you could fuck this whole project up like right away as soon as they started? If you wanted to get out of having to be a part of this production, you could just be like, why is there a white guy leading a multicultural freedom band? And then just watch.
Looks like Pete Buttigieg.
Just watch them descend into arguments and accusations.
Transportation secretary.
This guy might fit into a synagogue too, as well. But
he's dressed like Peter Griffin. Like, where do you get that shirt? That's like a Steve from Blue's Clues shirt.
Old Navy, maybe.
And this dude with the Adidas hoodie looks like this appearance is court ordered.
Adidas? He has to wear Adidas.
this time we're about to get holy, 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 holy. Holy, holy, holy. Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. All right, we about to have some spiritual milk. To the left.
Ooh. What is that?
Spiritual milk. What is spiritual milk?
Hold on, let me Google real quick.
Oh, Kyle's in the chat. We have
Cool.
Kyle siding.
What up, Kyle? How you doing? I'm trying to find out what spiritual milk is. It says, we do this by consuming the pure spiritual milk God has provided us. What is that milk? It's the Word of God. Through reading and studying Scripture, we learn about Him. God has also given us the privilege of prayer and fellowship with others. Unless you're two men. The Bible's pretty specific about that.
Rightfully so.
Land of milk and honey. So what's the honey of God?
Well, milk and honey refers to cum and bitches. There's a typo in the Bible. It's supposed to say milk and honeys. They fucked up.
I thought it said MLKs and honeys.
That looks like Ashley Simpson in the background.
Yeah, the nose is too small, though.
I was going to say pre-nose surgery. It looks like that's a honker.
Yeah. It just looks like it's so weird. It looks like it's broken in the middle there, doesn't it?
That's how her nose looked.
This is definitely like, this is a terrible video. It says it's in 1080p, but this does not look like 1080p to me.
Take a step of faith. Pray once this time. On the devil, let's stomp. On temptation, let's stomp.
Ew. Also shoehorning in any song, let alone a Christian version of the cha-cha slide.
On temptation, let's stomp.
Yeah. You'd all be dead if it wasn't for my son David. Let's stomp.
Bible slide, real smooth.
Ooh.
$5 cover for what?
Now praise and shout. To the right. Take a step of faith.
To the far right.
Jump out the boat. Right foot, let's go. Left foot,
Jump
let's
out
go.
the boat.
Yeah, dude.
Bible slide.
That could be interpreted. Maybe the ark.
Well, I'm assuming that's what they're referring to, but
Or the fisherman's ark. You have fishers of men. You know?
Huh?
Now, y'all. Now it's time to get holy.
Maybe it's just a church full of like refugees from Cuba.
Haitian.
Jump out the boat. Give your money to the church.
Or the Clintons.
Get right now.
Yeah, them too.
To the left.
Let us fuck your kids.
Take it to the grave and see it resurrect. Come alive this time. Right fist, 2 pumps. Left fist, 2 pumps. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right.
What is that?
Backslide. Backslide. It's just a move.
Ew.
Let's win the lost. Go left. Take a scheme back now, y'all. 2 souls this time. 2 souls this time. Right fist, 2 pumps.
This would be Shang Tsung's like favorite
Pray on
song.
your knees. Pray on your knees. Get holy with it.
This is mine.
Get on your knees. Get on your knees.
Oh, priests are coming all over the place.
Pray on your knees.
Yeah.
Pray on your knees.
Oh shit. Yo, speaking of like people being on their knees and priests and stuff like that, I was at my grandma's memorial yesterday and I was going through this photo album of like all of his old pictures and stuff like that. And there's a photo taken at my baptism or whatever. And I was raised Catholic, and in the background of the shot, you can see a priest dressed up in their funny outfit and stuff like that. And he's going like with his hands out, and you can see my grandpa standing talking with him. And he's like, it looks like they're, I expressed that it looked like my grandpa was getting tips from him about how to get away with certain things.
You were raised Catholic.
That's
you
right.
Got a boner Catholic, dude.
I was raped Catholic.
Yeah. Raised up.
Get holy with it. Oh, yeah. Come on. Bible slide now, y'all. Temptations, turn them down. The harvest is ready. Take them back now, y'all.
The harvest.
5 souls this time. On principalities, let's stomp.
The only fuckable one
On the
in the
bondage, let's
bunch.
stomp. They're not your friends.
Yeah, sure, I definitely fuck
The devil's not your friend. On the devil, let's stomp. On temptation, let's stomp. Behave! Everybody raise your hands. Come on, y'all.
You could keep the clap
Pray
your
it
hands
out.
part, I feel like.
Copyright.
Walk it out now, y'all. Bible
point.
slide real smooth. Turn the devil down. To the right.
Is he wagging the finger,
Take his
the
king
devil?
back now, y'all. Don't fall this time.
What if that's all it took to like defeat Satan? You just had to like wag your finger at him and be like, mm-mm, mm-mm.
That's why no black woman has ever been
Possessed
by the devil.
Yeah. You never see a black woman needing an exorcism.
Read your book.
She's always telling him, hey, I'm too blessed to be stressed for all this bullshit.
Read your book.
My favorite interactions as a child, like watching parenting, was like being at my black friends' houses and seeing how little shit black moms take. Like black moms have it under control when it comes to like just putting the fear of God into a child, that they will not be acting a goddamn fool in the house. Like you would watch I would watch my more spoiled friends. Like we all had those friends where like you go over to their house and they'd be like, fuck you, Mom. Like, I want my pizza rolls now or whatever. And they just get away with murder in terms of what they could say and shit. And then I would go to like one of my black friends' houses. It was the exact opposite. It was like, if you close the door too hard or close the door at all sometimes, you'd be like, what the fuck you guys doing in here? Smoking that shit? And it's like, no, you're going to be playing video games and eating pizza like you plan to do. There's not going to be any misgivings or misdeeds. You're staying right where the fuck you are.
Yeah, it's because they were raised right, as in 1800s and stuff. Yeah.
That's right. Yep. No, I've never heard that from someone I knew, and they were all white. Like, for that.
Do you think Alec
I didn't go to a
will
friend's
spend
house
any
and like
time
they
in
talked to their
prison? I
parents.
hope so. I don't know if
do that shit.
Alec Baldwin will be spending any time in prison. He's a rich white guy. Who knows?
He's going
Probably
to jail,
not.
dude.
But we'll
He's
see.
getting life.
Hi,
He's getting
Jana.
life
How's
in
it
prison,
going?
dude.
Jana says they're
He's getting life.
snatching souls. How's it going? Yes, they are. All right.
Don't fall this time. Win, win. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. He's your friend.
Oh wow,
coming back.
They cut it.
Hmm?
They did a jump cut.
He's your friend. He's coming back
It
again.
was before that.
Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right.
See that?
Oh, yep.
Oh, yeah. And it said something about dust.
That's shoddy
Took
work.
something out. What did it say?
Don't look to the right.
Don't look to the right.
What was that?
Something about dust.
It said something about a
angel dust.
rising at the end.
Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right.
Shake off the dust, arise.
He's your friend. He's coming back again.
They couldn't shoehorn that sentence into that bar, so they just jump cut to the fucking. Dun, 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 dun.
Don't be fooled now, y'all. He's coming back again.
When?
To the left. Take his kingdom back now, y'all.
And why
He's
is it
alive.
that
Let's
like?
jump.
Why is it like, oh, we're always waiting for Jesus to come back and it's up to us to do all the goddamn legwork before he gets here? Like, oh, we got to take his kingdom back. I got to go convert people. Maybe if I could do all the same tricks that he could, I'd have an easier time convincing people. You know? Like,
Also, would you even be convinced
no.
if someone said they were Jesus?
I'd say
It's
there's
like,
a screen. There's a green screen. Jesus had
Yeah,
green
this is-
screens back then.
It's fucking James Cameron. Get
Yeah.
the fuck out of here.
Jesus.
This is Jesus.
I'm supposed to believe
on.
that Jesus has a 24/7 lens flare traveling around him at all times.
It's not even in 4K, dude.
Yeah.
The
720p Jesus.
This is fucking 720p, dude.
That'd be a cool video game, 720p Jesus.
Jesus comes back and does 720p.
Yeah, dude.
Come on.
Jump. He's alive. Let's jump. Right fist. Let's pump.
Look at the foundation of that church. You see that?
Almost buckled?
Left fist.
Yeah, it's
His kingdom come.
Wait.
His will be done.
yeah, that was really weird. It like kind of just focused on that one guy with the Adidas.
Don't be fooled now, y'all.
Well, his tie got put
He's
on.
coming back again. To the left. Take his kingdom back now, y'all. He's alive. Let's jump.
Another one.
He's alive.
Another
Let's
jump.
jump. Right fist. Let's pump.
Like look, what is that for?
That guy looks confused.
Yeah,
Fist. Let's pump. His kingdom come.
there's so many
His
jump
will be
cuts.
done.
They put a tie on him.
Don't slide
Flip
to
on.
the right.
Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? You're completely
They put a
right.
tie
What
on
the
him.
fuck?
That dude in the Adidas puts a tie on him.
That's fucking weird.
Why?
His will be done. Don't slide to the right.
What a weird
Don't
church.
slide to the left.
It's
Take his people back now, y'all. Bible side now.
Yeah, it's like only on for a
Turn the nickel
second.
down. Jesus wins. every
Oh, it's
round.
not on again.
No,
firm
what the
now.
fuck?
Proclaim now, y'all.
Wow,
Cool.
man. Pretty tight.
It's like
wow.
it's one of those things like Jesus loves you. It's like, all right, cool, man. Do I have to love this motherfucker back or something? Like,
Yeah.
Yes. Apparently you do.
yeah, like this guy's so sensitive.
So,
Like he can't just love you. maybe I'm not interested, dude.
That's what
You can love me.
That's my problem with it. It's like it's just too much legwork on my end to get at something that I don't even necessarily know if I want. You know what I mean?
Dude, you're the son of God. Make it happen, dude.
Yeah. Why aren't you moving and shaking?
Yeah. Oh, you got put on the cross for a day and died. Ooh.
You can't tempt Christ. You guys got to back off, right? You can't tempt Christ.
I guess.
It is one of the rules.
Oh man.
How convenient of a rule. What is that?
Right. All I know is if I'm walking in the desert and some guy that says his name is Stan wants to offer me water and stuff, who am I to turn him down when he's trying to be a nice guy while I'm in the desert? Like, that's what fucked me up in the Bible too, is amongst many other things. It's like, oh, Jesus is walking through the desert having spirit journeys and shit like that. The devil, being a nice guy, appears and he's like, hey, you know, this kind of sucks that you're doing all this. Here's some water. And then Jesus is going to be like, no, fuck you, dude. I'm better than you. I don't even need water. That's a temptation. That would make me weak if I took that from you. Fuck you, dude. And he just kept walking and got lucky and didn't die.
You got any weed?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, no. That's why.
He's like, then what good are you?
Area weed. Just walked away.
Yeah.
Shit, this guy's a punk, dude.
I think Jesus and Satan was a real Tesla and Edison debacle. I think that's what it was.
It was AC/DC.
Yeah, yeah. You know, Jesus being the Edison of the two. He's like, I'll just have my wealthy family take care of matters for me.
Propaganda.
Yeah, we're gonna make you look like a real dick in history, sir.
Well, dude, we'll fucking sabotage people.
Satan's like, I just want everybody to take it easy and do some good stuff for themselves too. And they're like, absolutely not.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
God's like, we need to raise spiritual taxes around here. I don't feel appreciated. God really is a white woman with all that shit.
God's a Karen.
You think so?
God is Karen. Yep.
This video.
That's for all of us.
This dude is an incel who met a femcel. He calls him a fincel in this video, but I've always known female incels to be femcels, so either one, interchangeable term.
Wow.
What's up, dog?
And it's also, hold on just a second, let me see.
Oh, I saw that Onion movie yesterday.
Which Onion movie?
That Glass Onion. Fucking
Oh, the Knives Out, yeah.
What is
I mean, Knives Out sequel has Daniel Craig in it. He plays a
blackface.
He plays Foghorn Leghorn, pretty much.
He plays a blackface detective, and I have to deal with this.
My tall nation. Oh,
is it worth the watch,
dude.
or?
Yeah, it's corny.
It ain't worth a watch.
Fun. It's fun if you want something that tries to be smart but isn't.
You know what, I saw two movies recently that were like very similar to one another, but like, have you guys seen either Fat Man or Violent Night?
Batman?
No,
Batman?
It's Fat Man, like FAT.
Oh, is that the Mel Gibson where he's Santa Claus?
Yeah.
I haven't watched. I forgot to watch that. No,
dude, so Mel Gibson plays Santa. This was one that I watched first, and then I watched Violent Night. But Mel Gibson plays Santa, but it's like a very realistic version of like what Santa would be if he was a real guy and shit like that, and just had these unexplainable powers and stuff. But like,
and doesn't he work for like the CIA or some shit? Or they?
No. So he ends up to save the workshop because kids are like more naughty than ever before, and like he doesn't meet the productivity. He does like his budget keeps shrinking. He gets a subsidy from the United States government because Christmas and him help perpetuate all of the materialism and shit like that, and all the spending that goes on in the holidays and stuff. So the government gives him a subsidy, but they're giving him less and less money because he's requiring less and less toys and shit be built, and less businesses going on for Christmas. So he starts like going back to his old ways, and he's like, well, fuck these kids. They're not going to just get what they want anymore. And he gives one of these kids who happens to be like a little, like attached to a crime family, gives him a lump of coal. And so the kid puts a hit out on him.
All right.
And so the hitman goes and like stages this assault on his workshop. And at the time, Santa had just signed a weapons contract. with the United States military. And so there's a mixture of like elves and army dudes at the workshop, and like just a giant battle ensues, and it's more than it needs to be. And the same thing with Violent Night. It's the guy that plays Hopper from Stranger Things. It's a realist.
The new boy, David Arbor.
Yeah. He plays Santa, and it's again a more realistic, like, oh, this is like how Santa would be if he just randomly had this magic and didn't know where it came from, and he's just a normal dude who can like die and shit like that if things get heavy enough. But yeah, again, same thing. It's just so fucking violent, and so like some of the deaths you're like, this is so unreasonable. But it's worth it. It's totally worth watching those two. It's like good bad movies. Like Pootie Tang. It's a good bad movie.
Oh yeah, I watched the Menu, Adam.
You did watch
it? I liked it. I thought it was good. I mean, it wasn't great.
Ugh.
But it was alright. It was like a.
Stop it.
Was it
Rob? Come on.
It was pretty silly. I liked it. I like silly shit. Silly.
It wasn't even silly. It was trying to be silly.
It was silly.
Sometimes I can be silly. Janice says Christian mingle. Jesus on the street, Satan in between the sheets. I like that.
Yeah, cool.
Hot stuff.
Yeah. No, I could not get into that Menu movie. Yeah.
That was.
Is that
sort of like American Psycho and that satirical thing?
Nah, it was pretentious.
It sounds like a Wes Craven or like a. Who directed it?
I'm not sure. But it's got Ralph Fiennes in it. The guy who's in Schindler's List and.
Good movie.
English Patient.
The English Patient is the big one, but yeah.
Oh,
Robbie just won.
Movie.
Robbie just won.
I don't remember that movie. I've never seen it, so
Robbie just wanted some undue
It's a Santa Claus
appreciation.
movie. He's checking his list. You know.
Robert, I don't watch fictional movies, so I don't know. The Schindler's List. What?
Doesn't watch fictional movies.
Colin.
About a shark.
Say it easy, any gun.
Ew. This guy, hold on. I want you guys to see this whole intro here. This guy's a fucking piece of work.
Say it easy, any Gundam. Guys, I was gonna shoot this video outside, but
Fireball.
Oh, I hate Fireball.
Dude, this is another thing about incels. They like try to look hard drinking on camera, but it's always they're drinking something like that. It's always something like flavored, or it'll be like that cotton candy Svedka or something. They mix it up with a Mountain Dew Code Red.
Man.
Well, Seagram 70.
That's what you got.
He has a New Balance coat. I didn't know New Balance made coats.
I think they make a little bit of everything, and I think is that a coat or is that a fleece?
Fleece, and just like their shoes, they're the most comfortable.
Maybe.
kind of dark out right now, so.
All right, I gotta watch the Bills.
The lighting's not great and everything, but that's fine because tonight's been kind of a dark night for me.
Whoa, and it's rising.
Talking about the movie.
He's listening to Please Don't Go. Do you hear that in the background?
I was playing the number 2 player in the world in Merit Tennis Aces, and I was up a set on him. I had game point on him.
He can't. It's hard to understand him, but he's saying like he was playing online. He was playing Mario Tennis online, and he's gonna start talking about like a match and stuff like that. And then he's gonna start talking about like some chick that he met through this and how it's like not going the way that he wants it to be going and shit like that. It just gets progressively sadder.
Sounds sexy.
I lost 8.
What's even better is the fact that it's like you've got "Don't Hurt Me No More" in the background and shit. He's just drinking Fireball, sitting at his parents' kitchen table.
This guy's hair is running away from him too.
Yeah. Guys that wear hats all day, even indoors, like you can just kiss your hair goodbye.
Well, kind of accelerates the problem too.
That's what I'm saying. You do that all the time. It's just not gonna keep growing.
It sucked, man.
Hoodie guys are. I mean, beanie guys are like that.
No, that's not what really sucks, though. What really sucks is that.
Yes,
I met a young
Robbie.
maiden tonight, and
that's it. That's the joke.
It's not going the way I want it to go. So I'll show you quickly. So this young maiden, her name is Emmy.
Okay, so that's the part we just missed. he doesn't just say, "Oh, I met a chick online." He like calls her a young maiden and stuff. Like this guy's manner of speech is just too much.
No, that's not what really sucks though. What really sucks is that I met a young maiden tonight and it's not going the way I want it to go. So I'll show you quickly. So this young maiden, her name is Emmy with a Y. Huge emphasis on that. So what was this video? That was one of those trending videos. So yeah. Stop white knighting. Emmy, let's go on a date soon.
I can imagine do so many filming. Why would you have a discussion like this in the comments section of something? That's a weird thing to do. Like trying to. What do you mean? He's instead of like being like, hey, can I like get the Instagram or like somewhere where you can direct message someone, like even an email, like you could do that instead of having a public conversation in your comment section of your video with some chick you're trying to like get with. Like he's putting all of his business out in the open by doing this. Like he's having a incel conversation with a woman in his comment section. Like that's definitely something I would want to keep private, I feel like.
Yeah, you don't want to meet a chick like this.
Or he's not even meeting her like this. He's like, he met her, I guess, like,
dude.
Well, that's another thing. That leads me to my next thing. Like, this guy's going to end up being just like Todd's grandson, like having his dick pictures taken and held ransom and shit like that.
Yeah.
Do you live near New Jersey? Oh, badass. I don't live in New Jersey, and I don't date random people I don't know. Okay. We're not going to stop there. And I did subscribe to her. Come on.
Dude, he is getting wrecked. So, like, after she said that to him, this next comment here to her is, I'll subscribe to you. We just have to get to know each other. She says, I'm still not interested. This isn't Tinder, for fuck's sake.
I'm still not interested. This isn't Tinder.
Ew, there's other white knights trying to white knight her too. This guy says Emmy is such a cute name.
All right, the games. I gotta watch the Bills game. I've already agreed to do a show that was shorter.
Yeah, they're down.
Oh my fucking god, guys, go watch football. I'll finish it up. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not into
that big of a deal to do it on time. Well,
I'm not into football, so I can just I'll finish this up. I don't want to hold you guys up if you want to watch the foosball.
I'm watching it right now, anyways.
I gave her so many chances. So this is what happens when you meet a Fincel on YouTube. A Fincel is a female who just, for whatever reason, doesn't want to engage in a relationship. She's a
for whatever reason. That's so, and like this is the thing too. He's not even like, he just basically got like turned down. That's all that was. She's not a femcel or anything like that. She's just a normal human being who doesn't want to be, I don't know, locked into strange plans with a stranger online who makes Mario Tennis videos.
I don't know. She might be asking for too much.
I think this guy's asking too much just to like meet up with this person like that he doesn't know and has never met. It's just such a weird, it's very weird to me to like reach out to a stranger online and be like, hey, can we get involved with each other's lives?
Female incel, if you kind of connected the two things. Fincel. Yeah, and incel's like, I don't know, like I'm not an incel, but I empathize with.
If you have to say you're not an incel, you're probably an incel.
With them because of what they're going through. Like I had some stuff like that a while back. I can't relate completely because I used to be a Chad and a jock and an alpha male, and I still am. And it's a totally different culture. But I don't think incels are what you think they are. I actually consider them wincels. because they go against the grain. Like
Win cells?
They're like the kid at the claw machine. Like, he's at the arcades and he's playing a rigged game and he can't get the grand prize he wants, but they keep going and going. They're win cells. They go until they win the grand prize, until that claw machine.
In less than a year, I imagine this guy's going to probably get arrested for something crazy. Like, this is the kind of guy who goes out in public and sees a scantily clad woman at like a mall or something and tells himself that she dresses that way to mock him specifically.
Huh? He looks like he's, his eyes look determined.
They just look dead. They look over medicated and unhappy, unfulfilled.
He's a Bills fan.
Fucks up and picks up that big teddy bear or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, Emmy, I can't believe you did this to me. I don't know why you did this to me, honestly.
Again, another guy who
was
just
very
should
nice
not.
to
You just shouldn't be putting this stuff out in the public like that. Like, this is the same, like, everything as that bushcraft guy. Like, this guy's giving off the same exact energy as that guy. This is exactly why that one dude needs to finish his fucking AI sex robot. He's going to save a lot of lives with that thing if he can get it working and talking right and able to converse.
You can take it camping.
Yeah, you can put it in a fucking lean-to and fuck it if you want to.
Yeah.
It can't say no.
Spray some chemicals on it.
It's all right. It's all right.
Spray some DEET on it too.
More fish in the sea, right?
I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna get off.
All right, I love you, man.
All right, good luck.
Go Bills. I think.
They're losing.
Who are
They're
they
losing
playing?
right now.
Who are they playing?
Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not into that.
5 minutes left in the first quarter. Cincinnati's up 7-0. Cincinnati has the ball. They're driving, looking confident. Because they were in the Super Bowl last year, and they're a hot team. They've got a lot of momentum. And even though they're playing in Buffalo and the snow is coming down pretty hard, Buffalo's got to get their game going. Looks like they're not on the same page. Maybe it's little nerves. But Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills, he needs to make some plays, but also hold on to the ball. We all know how he likes to turn over the ball, take some risks, take some chances. Doesn't always pay off. Most of the times it does. That's why he's a great player.
Yeah.
But Joe Burrow on the Cincinnati Bengals is much more, much more controlled, and he's experienced.
Let me read some comments before we get out of here.
Okay.
Hello, executive intern mommy. Good to see you. Hello, Logan. Good to see you, executive intern Logan. He says plot twist. It is Todd's grandson. Kyle says go Bills. The cringe is real. Sorry, Rick. It's an important game. Very important. I'm watching both. Yeah, it is possible to do that if you're not autistic and crazy. Janice says this guy is so desperate. Yes, he is, very much so. John Lemon, good to see you, sir. He says, who the fuck tries to pick up girls in the YouTube comments section? My point exactly. No one who's having sex, I can tell you that much. Kyle says, yeah, and they don't understand desperation is a major turnoff. Yeah, well, that's another thing too, is like some people, like what's his name is taking fire right now, that all gas no brakes kid. Andrew, is it Andrew Callahan? No, it's like something Callahan, but like I don't know, apparently like girls are coming out saying that like he like begs and begs and begs until finally he like wears the girl down and then she like has sex with him or whatever, or does like a sexual favor or something like that, which is again is a very problematic thing for both sides in my opinion. But again, like that desperation shit, for some reason guys do that. I've had several girls tell me that like they've been in a relationship where a guy like tries to cry for sex or something like that, like acts like super hurt and will cry because like a bitch isn't putting out for him or something, like just being a real hoe ass puss boy, like just bitch shit that like you shouldn't do as a human being, let alone a man. Like no human should try to guilt trip another human being into like sexual activity. That's a fucking weird thing to do. Let's see. Kyle says Adam can watch both. That's what I'm doing. No, Kyle, that would require reasonable, being a reasonable human. He can't do cocaine on stream. He's really self-conscious about that. Adam only does cocaine when he watches football because he puts hundreds of thousands of dollars on the games. It's more about the gambling and cocaine, less about the football.
That's the rush, dude.
Kyle says, yep, Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase are who to look out for in that Bengals offense. Who gives a fuck?
I ain't rooting for the Bengals, Kyle. I'm just saying, I'm just being objective, dude.
You're
I didn't say that's the Bengals. I'm just being objective. The real, Josh Allen has a turnover problem. He's led the league in turnovers. He's a great player. He's going to be great for many years to come. But Joe Burrow doesn't turn the ball over. Joe Burrow's been to the Super Bowl just last year.
I'm going to bookmark some of these for next week. I want to check back in on this Zenny Gundam guy. I want to get some dating advice from him, I think. I'm just saving these other videos I had lined up for next week so that if I decide to do a show next week, because there's some good ones I found.
Why wouldn't we do one next week?
We have more Summer Rain. Remember her?
Oh.
She's doing live performances. I have her first live performance from 7 months ago.
Bookmark that shit.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that. All right. Those are all bookmarked.
Let's do more Christian rock next week too.
Yeah, I do want to find more stuff like that because that's a weird genre. Like there are bands that start out as Christian rock and then turn into real metal, like As I Lay Dying. It's like they start out as a Christian band, then all of a sudden, fast forward a couple decades and the vocalist is in jail for hiring an FBI informant to kill his wife for like $1,500, by the way. It was like definitely not killing people money, but that's metal.
Well, there's a lot of money in metal. So
yeah. Scrap metal. Yeah. Heavy metal. You want that heavy scrap metal. Right. On that note, I think we should probably go ahead and just get the fuck out of here.
Recycled.
Yeah.
Breakdowns.
One time I scrapped an entire pickup truck and only got I think it was like $200 or something like that. You gotta
you don't get shit.
Yeah, they really fuck you on that.
Aluminum cans are like 1.5 cents.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me. We can't even do that here in South Carolina, can we?
No, not anymore. I think you could at one point.
Yeah, I feel like every state should have that. That's like such a bullshit thing to not have.
Actually, no, you can. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can do it in South Carolina, I think.
Okay. Well, that's good. I feel like that should be like a universal thing. Like that's a pretty... Yeah. That doesn't really hurt anyone, Well, thank you all for joining us for another installment of the Brass Tacks program. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed the unorthodox time of the show. Yeah. Hope you're staying warm wherever you are.
Rewatch it. A lot of y'all showed up late.
Yeah, there's more stuff. Just check it out. Or don't. I don't really give a fuck. If you have any suggestions or anything you want to see featured on the show, email those suggestions to therealbrasstacks@gmail.com. Other than that, like the stream, tell a friend about it, or don't. We will see you next week. Take care of yourself.
Me on Twitter at Rabbi Red Eye, free Julian Assange, free Palestine, and speaking for Adam, it's more important to be nice or something. I don't know. Fuck.
I thought you said something about cooking rice.
Oh, vanilla ice.
Vanilla ice?
Throw in Manila.
Bo Bice? It's good to be Bo Bice.
I kind of look like him. Shit.
I never thought about that.
The facial hair, yeah. I am Bo Bice. Check out my new album. Still rocking.
It's important to cook rice. It's more important to be Bo Bice.
There you go.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Take care, everyone.
Fuck NATO.
Yeah.